waste some time together. Don't linger on the wasted time. Don't waste your time no more. Don't worry about the wasted time. Let's waste some time together. Time no more. Don't worry about the wasted time. Let's waste some time together. Don't linger on the wasted time. Don't waste your time no more. Don't worry about the wasted time. Let's waste some time together.
Welcome everyone to the Ascent Tournament Series mainstream. I'm SpottyFC. You're joining us here for the Catalyst Cup of the solo series, the 1v1 tournament. As we'll hopefully get things underway in just a moment here. Let me make sure we get everything set up in just a minute. We'll get things set up in just a moment here while we get things sorted out. But I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a great time. We've got a great match here. And again, we got two very good players. Star on one side, JohnKB on the other. There's a Royalty Series matchup or ATS matchup. They're both the directors of both those leagues. So will be a great moment to see both of them on the stream. As we'll get everything up in just a moment. Here we go. Let's get things up here. This is going to be a best of 5. Both these players have already played a couple matches this season. I believe they're both 1-1 in the Catalyst Cup. They are both 1-1 in a division where only the top 8 make playoffs. They're both sort of sitting on the lower end of this. So there's a good chance one of these two probably doesn't make it to the postseason. And with that known, I mean, these wins by the end of the season, there's only 2 matches left. They matter. These wins really do matter. So a big match here for both of them. Again, also just for bragging rights. They're both directors. They both have a lot to play for. They both want to win this match. They want to... I have a feeling I wouldn't be surprised if after the series they kind of chirp at each other a little bit if they do win. But we'll see. We'll see. for now. We're not gonna wait any longer. Let's get them into the series here. Again, a best of 5 1v1. Again, Star, aka Kyle G, for a lot of the people who know him. On the blue, JohnKB on the orange. Not only are they both, again, directors of ATS, directors of Royalty Series, they're also both House Gryffindor owners. So they both have a lot, they both know each other quite well. And in this division, they're gonna have a good time, although Kyle is the favorite here, as he'll get the first goal already. He is the favorite in this matchup by a decent margin too, JohnKB. One of the lowest seeded players in the Catalyst Cup. Well, Kyle, I believe, is in the middle as, uh-oh, he may have had a... Oh no, my game just kicked me. Oh no. What happened to... Oh no, what happened? My game kicked me. No. Oh goodness, that's some really bad time. Goodness. I don't know how that... my game just kicked me. That's a new one. That's a first. Well, let me make sure I get everything set up here. When we go back... When we eventually have to go back into the lobby, I have no clue how that happened. The game somehow kicked me. That's a first. That's a first for me. I've never had that happen before. I've never had that happen. That's a little scary. Alright, we should get invited back in just a minute here. That's never happened before on this stream. We'll get invited back in just a moment. But, hopefully I'll get an invite. There we go. We'll join back into the matchup here. It was really strange, to say the very least. I have no clue how that happened. Well, I think we're back. There we go. We're back! And so too will be... I've never had that happen before. I think we are going to get a bit of a reset here. Yeah, we're going to get a call for a reset, so we'll reset the game for all of you. I have no clue how that happened. I'm so sorry, everybody. And you know, I think my overlay also might be broken because of that. My overlay breaks whenever the game does that, so I think my overlay breaks whenever the game does that. I've never had that happen before, but I have had my overlay have issues before in similar situations. I wouldn't find it too surprising. Since my overlay broke, give me an extra minute just to get it all up. It takes a moment to set it up. But that is a first for me, and I hope it will stay that way. There we go. Let's try again here. There we go. Let me quickly reset the overlay as well, just so that it gets fixed. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now the lobby's being remade. That should fix it now. Hopefully no more issues. Apologies, everyone. But, yeah, here we go again. Again, it's Kyle versus John. Star versus John, whatever you call it. A little 1v1 for all of you out there who enjoy such. And again, with both these players at 1-1, very important here in the last 2 weeks of the season to get your wins, to get yourself into that top 8 that will make the final bracket. It is also single elimination, so... John's gonna go for a fake kickoff early. I thought for a second he maybe was AFK. No, he's gone for a fake kickoff on Kyle. Why not? You've already seen that the kickoffs didn't exactly help John last time here. But again, he's definitely the underdog in this matchup against Kyle, and he's going to need to play quite well this season to get his win. As Kyle's going to get the first goal. John kind of left the net a bit open there. He left the whole entire play. I don't know where he was going on that one. He just sort of left, went to the corner, and kind of pulled himself out of position on his own work there, so that made things easier. As, well, we'll be Kyle with that first goal. So far this week, we've seen already one 1v1 match, and that was with Taco Stash as well. Him winning his match against Ajashi 3-1. We haven't seen any sweeps on the stream yet for 1v1s, which is surprising because there's been a plethora of them this season. This is 1v1s generally fall into sweeps a lot more often than any other mode does. Just due to the fact that it's so much tougher to adapt in 1v1s, and it's so mental based. I don't know if this is going to fall the same way either. I mean, to be fair, we generally take pretty close matchups, so to say that to not get a lot of sweeps is not that surprising, I guess, but still, we'll just have to watch here as a shot for John makes it 2-1 now in his favor. As again, this is game 1, I promise you. That last game, by the way, was called for a reset, so now we actually do have our game. And John, who's gotten off to a solid start, even though he might be one of the lowest seeds, he actually might be even the lowest seed in the Catalyst Cup. He's very good, and oh, what a shot! My goodness, Kyle! That one was definitely a surprise inside the first minute. Oh, that's impressive. A little ground flip reset, you don't see that very often. I appreciated it, I think as much as anybody else watching this appreciated it. And that will be a pretty impressive goal. He's going to get another one too out of an overcommit. John pushed up quite high, did not get his challenge. That'll make things a lot easier here for Kyle. And now up by 1 on his own terms, so back and forth, but not too surprising here in the Catalyst Cup. Again, with these players being as close as they are, by the time the season ends, we're going to get some pretty close matches on paper. For now, though, Kyle does have the lead, in part due to that incredible flip reset. Though John's going to have to play him close here. Won by Kyle, though, beats him on the high challenge. Now he's going to keep on chasing. John the clear. Kyle's going to go back for a little bit of defense. As he'll get the block on John. He tried to play the safe, and now he's overcommitted again. Kyle's going to get another one on him. It's yet another overcommit for JohnKB. He's had a couple where he's gone a bit too close here. This one he was waiting to see what Kyle will do. And he's put a half flip on him. A very simple, very expected challenge in that position. Surprised John wasn't ready for it. And I wouldn't say it's been a sudden change, but Kyle's sort of sweeping him off his feet a little bit now. Although that kickoff will do a good amount of job at getting him back in. It's shot, easily kept away, and he missed the boost as well. So forced to go all the way back. He's missed that boost too. I don't know if John realizes, but you do need boost to play this game. He'll recover though. He eventually gets his own defensive corner boost. And Kyle with a challenge 1. John going for a lot of solo efforts that have so far only been to his detriment. Will beat Kyle there. No chance to score as he didn't really get around that one. An awkward bounce. He's missed the boost yet again here. I don't know if John's allergic to boosts, but he keeps missing them. Fortunately, it's only been a minor issue, but it does mean he's limiting his offensive options against Kyle, where Kyle can just kind of chase him a lot more easily. As that clear is really not going to help him very much. John sort of trying to see if he can force Kyle out, but he won't challenge that aggressively. Now he's going to get the boost too. Flipped like a pancake, but he will get back to it. Oh, well, I thought he would have gotten back to it. Not a great recovery from Kyle, and JohnKB will go for yet another solo effort. No, he's going to take the dribble here, bounce dribble. Will allow him to get some more boost, and he didn't need it. He was trying to get Kyle to jump, but very patient here so far from Kyle, who kind of just taking his time, slowing things down, not jumping when he needs until he needs to. A lot less sporadic than JohnKB is, and that's to his favor. He's playing a very controlled game, and a very consistent one as that is on a flip reset. Trying to get under John there will only find the side of his car. As now very low boost for John. He's trying to pick up anything left. I don't know if Kyle realizes he's put himself up high. And a little extra squirter boost will help out JohnKB. I have to think Kyle knew that he was on low boost, pushing up that close. He clearly didn't know how much boost John had. He must have thought he had nothing. And Kyle now only up by 1. He'll get an answer. Oh, John missed it! That was not a very good shot from Kyle. It works. I don't know if it really should have worked. I don't know. What happened? What, my goodness, the lag get to John? Little phantom touch as well on the replay. whatever it is, Kyle's going to be the one that now takes a 2-goal lead again. It's not a very big lead. There's still 100 seconds in this game. More than enough time for John to come back and get a huge lead on his own terms. There's another flip reset from Kyle. Again, not choosing to commit to though. Again, he's playing a very smart game. He's playing a very controlled game. Not really choosing to overcommit all that much, and it's a smart play from him. He's just taking his time. As another miss here from John. And he's going to miss that boost on the side as well. He's going to give up a goal here because of that. Really, it's just a complete mess from JohnKB on offense. Missing the boost, then flicking the ball in the midfield without anything left in the tank. Just a complete collapse from the midfield. JohnKB makes that a lot easier for Kyle than it ever should have been. They're not the only staff members, by the way, in this division. Lepid, I believe, is also in the Catalyst Cup, so I don't think none of them have played Lepid so far this season, but that could be a possibility at the end of it. Although Lepid himself is actually a very seasoned ones player. We've seen him on the stream a couple times before. We've seen John in 1v1s before. We've seen Kyle in 3v3s back on, well, I think most notably he was on the Whiffer Wet Jets back when they were in the ATS, what was it, Paradise Cup 3. He was their sub in the top 8 bracket, couldn't get the win for them against Hunter X Knight. As now he won't get the challenge against JohnKB. That's going to make things easier. A goal for John. It'll help him a little bit more here, as Kyle really didn't need to commit to that. He could have just let John waste time. If he just waited there. I mean, there's a lot of time it's going to tick off the clock because of it. He makes John's attack a little slower. You don't need to commit heavily anymore. He's up by 2. No reason to give John open nets. As he'll take that boost. Doesn't win the challenge. He does get bumped away. JohnKB. Oh man, what happened? He just missed it. Did JohnKB go for a fake and get caught doing it? I think he went for a fake here. That's the only thing I think he did here is go for a fake. It really wasn't that convincing to begin with. Kyle was right on him. Not exactly the right place to go for a fake, and it really fell poorly here for JohnKB. Kyle's going to take a 3-goal lead again. And at this point, I don't know if there's enough time to come back in this game for John. Kyle will be more than happy with this start, though. He is the favorite in this series. It's going to be a tough match for him. He is the favorite. He's definitely playing a smarter playstyle than John is. He's doing a good job at making things tougher for John. He'll definitely need to keep that going, but through game 1, it's Kyle who will start off strong here. And get that first very crucial win in a best-of-5 like this. We'll move into game 2 in just a few moments. Somebody cast my 1v1 match at 9. You needed to book me, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it anymore. I have, well, I don't have anything scheduled, but I do have stuff I have to do tonight that I was planning on doing tonight. Bezzy, you should have pinged me about it. I'd love to cast you in 1v1s, but tonight's going to be kind of tough. By the way, never ping me on Twitch about casting stuff. Always ping me in Discord. As we're going to game 2 here. A good start for a star. 1 game up on JohnKB. What would be a 2-1 scoreline. It won't be enough to guarantee top 8, but if you lose this one, you need really good game differential. And that's not something that both these players have, as that's a big overcommit for Kyle. And a wide open net for John. Gotta give credit to John. I do like the Dignitas decal, but I don't like that challenge from Kyle. No reason to go for it. Didn't make the first touch very well. He kind of gave that ball away. Should have kind of cut his losses, go back, and except that you don't need to go for those challenges. And again, for being a player who's generally quite grounded, at least from what we saw last game, very surprised to see him be so eager to jump for that one. When it seemed like last game his mentality would have been one to do the exact opposite and not go for it. As now he'll jump at this one though. John giving him a lot of room, and now he's gonna look for the bump in front. Won't get him. John doesn't make this easy for himself, though. A lot of boost use off that back wall. Generally, you want to play for a 50-50 there. Force the other player to attack you at some point to challenge, as he'll have boost to work with, and flick from Kyle that's a bit too slow. He'll leave the play here as John will let this one roll in for 2-0. Kyle went very side-on for that flick. He needed to jump early for it. Sort of waited a bit too close to the nets, and I think by the time he went for that flick, he kind of knew that John had the angle on him. As now he'll have to battle from 2 goals behind against JohnKB. There's JohnKB, who has not missed the corner boosts this game. That's an improvement. What happened here? What? What happened here? No, seriously, did that just bounce in? Huh. Kyle he just fell off the post. Stop moving as well. I did not expect that. Then again, I think I'm used to casting Pinnacle Cup 1v1 matches, so I'm a little surprised whenever I see someone just kind of give themselves up like that. As John kind of almost did here. Will be able to challenge Kyle, and he's gonna look for that bump too. Very low boost for Kyle. He'll take that side though. And now a little pop-up, trying to see if John will challenge. He won't. And Kyle's going to go very direct to the net here. He doesn't have a lot of options. When you go that directly to a goal, when you're facing right towards it, it cuts down your options. You want to go at an angle. Not as wide as an angle as we saw Kyle do earlier, but at an angle. And a much more extreme one than that. It makes things a little tougher for the defender. It's a lot tougher to read. Also gives you a much better view of the net if you're on offense. You get a lot more options that way. For Kyle, very direct. Really, the only play you see that a lot of high-level players do that direct on the goal is an air dribble bump. In which case, the element of surprise really doesn't need to be there for it. As still no goals yet this game. Over 2 minutes played. Kyle, now he's got a breakaway. John won't have him beat. After 2 minutes, over 2 minutes of gameplay, Kyle finally puts one by John. It's an overcommit, as we've seen a couple times so far from John, but Kyle's gonna need to work a little bit faster than this if he wants to come back in this game. Fortunately, his defense has done a good job at making things easier, but that kickoff will not. JohnKB wins it completely, and Kyle, who did not play it very well, just got beat. John playing a fast kickoff, and he definitely beat him. Will win it and take the 3-goal lead again. As another kickoff here, won by John. Oh, but Kyle will turn the tables on him. Oh, he missed it! He went for a celebratory jump and everything. Oh dear, Kyle. Unfortunately, this one's being streamed, so that miss will be there for everyone to view. Oh dear, this is not a game he'll want to look back on. Oh, and neither will that be. A lot of room now for John, and I mean, if I'm him, take your time. You've got Kyle on the ropes, you've got him on the shots. It's hit the post. Good placement, though. Just not good enough. That will clear it away, and this is another overcommit for John. Cal doesn't have a lot of boost, so he won't be able to do much on this play. And he won't do it anymore, as he's just giving it away. If that goes in... Oh, it almost does, too. Kyle, what on earth is he doing right now? What on earth is Kyle doing? He's usually a pretty intelligent player. He just looks lost. Going for the boost, not getting any boost, giving the ball away. I mean, it started with the giveaway to John, which is already not a good choice. It was made even worse when he then went away from the back wall after the shot was hit wide. I'm so confused right now. This game has been something else to watch. I don't know if maybe like they're feeling the pressure right now. I've seen these players before. I don't know what to say. Oh dear, that's not a good touch from Kyle either. That is another giveaway to John, and I mean, he might just take whatever he wants here. That's going to be flipped above. 6-1 for JohnKB. Oh dear, I don't know. Kyle, you're not going to want to watch this one back, dude. This has not been a good game for him at all. It has been an ugly, sloppy game. And it has really all been to John's betterment. As Kyle will wait back. There's a chance to pop a shot right by John as he'll go for the dribble. Reset, not there as he ran out of boost. Should be another open net for John. He's going to make it 7-1 with this. And I think for Kyle, this might be where he throws up the white flag if he hasn't already sort of given up on this game. Things have really been just absolutely awful for him so far. This game started out poorly. It hasn't gotten better since then. And I would say it's a rough performance, but he's had a good couple mistakes this game that are preventable. As it's 8-1. I don't know what to say anymore. Well, this game's over. It was over a while ago. So I think Kyle's gonna stick around just for good sportsmanship, but John's gonna have this series even now. Oh, has he just put a fake on him too? Oh, don't score this, John. Oh my goodness. Just embarrassing Kyle. That's your co-director that you're doing this to. Oh, and he beats him here. Surely this is 9-1. I mean, if I'm John, I'm scoring at it as many times as I can. Put the points up. Make it ugly for Kyle. As there we go. Finally the call made. The players are allowed to forfeit these matches, so we'll get a little pause on a match admin here as we'll throw the clock down to 0 seconds. JohnKB will get this victory, and Game 2 will end just like that. So JohnKB tying the series at 1 game each. And we'll have to see what kind of response Kyle has to this one. But that was not pretty. That was not pretty for Kyle. Well, we'll go into Game 3 here. Kyle immediately readying up as well, so that's a pretty confident push for him. He clearly saw something good about that game that I didn't see. Maybe he just wants to reset as quickly as possible and forget about it as fast as he can. I can understand that too. Uh-oh. John's not here. We'll get a quick pause here, as I think John had a technical issue. Yeah, and I thought so. He had a disconnect, so he's in. Now we're back to Game 3 here. My Rotary players again are 1-1 in the season, and with playoffs being only top 8 in a, I believe, 14-player division. Catalyst is 14 players. 6 people are going to be eliminated before playoffs. That's a lot of people. And meaning 1-1 score, meaning at the end of the season being 2-2. I mean, actually, it should guarantee you a spot, but being 1-1 after this week is not. Being 1-2 after this week means you gotta win next week. If you go 2-1, your spot's basically secured for you. We still need to make sure you obviously play well next week and, you know, get wins, get better seeding, but 2-2 will guarantee a spot in there. 1-2 will almost certainly be eliminated. So for JohnKB in style, this is likely to determine who's going to be in the playoffs and who's got to win next week to make playoffs. Oh, what a catch! He tried it. Really gave himself up though. He didn't get the flip as he wanted it, and JohnKB will happily take this one. Almost a full minute of goallessness. We've seen less goals every single game so far. But John will be happy with that one. And a minute in. Oh, he's gonna get a second one too. Oh, it's off the post. Gonna be a bit of an awkward angle. He will get booted by Kyle, but that's gonna fall in. Kyle knew it as well. If he didn't win that challenge, he wasn't gonna get to the back to the ball in time. Threw everything he had at that one. They really only have two top options there as a defender, and neither of them are good. Either you challenge immediately, hope that they aren't recognizing it, or you jump later, you wait on the goal line, and you hope that they don't take their time and recognize. Either way, you hope they don't recognize it. John recognized what Kyle was doing there. He knew he was going to jump early. As Kyle's going to take this one back to defense and give up another one. He's stopped moving. I mean, he made the right decision here to clear it to his own back wall. I don't know why he stopped moving, though. He had this touch. He knew John... did he not know John was chasing him? He must not have known, but John was chasing him there. I mean, Kyle made the right decision to hit it backwards. He just needs to keep playing it. He would have had John beat eventually. As yet another bad start here for Kyle, who, again, is the favorite in this matchup by seeding. Clearly, John has has definitely put the battle to him. A 3-goal comeback will be at least required, and make that 4 goals if John can get to this one fast enough. Mike corner's looking a bit open, and he'll go for it too! 4-0 now for JohnKB. And my, this is not great for Kyle. I mean, last game was a blowout. This game is likely to follow in its steps if things continue like this. The greatest thing about last game was that John didn't score that much until later in the game. The first part of the game wasn't great from Kyle, but his defense was fine. It was the later part of the game that got away from him. This game, it's almost immediately become a quite tough lead to break out of JohnKB. And he's still not done. Directly on goal. Resets. Oh, he's given this one to Kyle. Maybe a little too confident for JohnKB. Leave the flip resets to Kyle, who's clearly had a couple of them so far this series. And, we'll leave the net open here. Kyle will get his first. Again, a little over 2 minutes in, and that's his first goal. Another very slow start for Kyle. With how close that first game was. Since then, I don't know what's changed. Oh, John, he's just hit the crossbar now. He's gonna go for that boost too. That's not the right decision. He will get back though. Kyle went for the ball and couldn't get that side boost. If he did, he's scoring that one. John will take the dribble here. Up in the air. Resets! Oh, he didn't get anything on it. He will get another demo though. Kyle once again removed. I'm surprised John's going for so many of these. When he's up by 3, he doesn't need to commit that heavily. Another flip. And another one where he's sort of left it for Kyle to take. He'll go back. Not fast enough, though! And so far, it's been 2 goals for Kyle, and these flip reset attempts from John, it really could have been 3, honestly. I don't know why John's going for them. He doesn't need to. He hasn't scored in a while, but he's got this lead. He's got a decent lead. He's got an offensive plan that works. He doesn't need to change it. Not yet, at least. He's sort of giving Kyle reasons to come back in this game. And you don't need to do that with 2 minutes to go. He's going for another flip reset here, I'm almost certain of it. No, this one he's gonna go play fast. Kyle tried to jump on him early. And John, well, maybe he didn't see it, but he definitely beat him. I don't think he noticed Kyle was gonna jump early, because Kyle kind of didn't get up fast enough for it. Anyways, John's up by 3 again. This time he won't have a flip reset to do it. Inside the final 2 minutes. And John just... he's going for a lot of solo efforts. Another flip reset. This one, though, he'll stay grounded. I think he's finally recognizing that he doesn't need to commit for them. As now, very little. Kyle. Oh, he missed his hook shot! You can see he was winding up for that one. Just couldn't take the ball with him on that final play. As now John's beat him to the punch! Kyle is nowhere to be seen. Expecting a slow dribble. He didn't get that one from John. John saw where Kyle was going. And he's now running away with it. And he's sort of making his aerial plays even more simple. And it's for a good reason. You don't need to make them complicated to score. As a little redirect as well. 7-2 here for JohnKB. And again for Kyle, does he have any chance of coming back in this game? He had a moment here where it felt like he could come back. Now I don't know if he can. That's yet another kickoff here for John. Yet another solo effort in the works. Kyle's going off the ceiling now. And John again just taking his time with it. He doesn't need to commit heavily. Oh, he's missed that boost. Kyle isn't recognizing. He could have shot that one, honestly. But because he didn't see it, he'll go for what he wants to do here. And that's a flip reset. Got the demo on John, but he will not get the goal. He's got to go all the way back for this one. And he'll start again from his own back wall. Reset. No. He's trying to get the bump on Johnny. Won't get that either. And John's going to make this 8-2 eventually. If he decides to take it. Yeah, he will. Running a little breezy flick. Won't get it, but won't need it either. 48 seconds left. And again, for Kyle, unfortunately, he's going to see another game where he never really had much of a chance in it. As John will head back for this one. Kyle missed it. John will watch as this one gets sent all the way back to the blue half of the field. As John stays with the play. He's looking to go up 9-2 now. As, oh my goodness, no way! No way! Are you kidding me, John? How did he get that one? I'm impressed. He's not even moving the right direction. As there's the call for game 3. I mean, there's 17 seconds left. There's not a lot of time, but that will end this one. 9-2, and another win for JohnKB. As we'll go into game 4 in just a few moments, but that is big for John. So that'll help him out a lot. One away from taking the series and proving me wrong, that's for certain. I had Kyle winning this matchup. Game 4 up next, and unfortunately for Kyle, he's had a really tough last 2 games. Well, here we go. This is to stay alive and to go into game 5 now. And JohnKB will look to take the series. Would be a 2-1. He'd almost certainly guarantee a spot in playoffs with a win here. As Kyle's gone for a card change, he's now in the... He's gone for an org decal as well. He's gone for NRG here, the old NRG. And that's an open net for John. Goal 1 for JohnKB. The Canadian will strike first. And another open net here where Kyle honestly didn't have the wrong idea, but just couldn't get there. I think he was moving back a little bit. To defense, he honestly could have taken that from John, who sort of gave himself up with that first touch. Oh, nobody's got the boost. It's an open net, and he's missed it. John missed it. And he's not even going to have any boost back here, so he's got to leave now. Flick. John, oh, he's got to be careful. Saved it off his own post. No follow-up shot for Kyle, who maybe didn't want to test one on John just yet. Now he can. John, not there. This one, directly under the bar. Even John's got to appreciate that's some clean offense from Kyle, who just never gave him a chance to jump at it. Really put the power in it, too. That final shot, 89 kilometers per hour. And Kyle will tie this game at 1. Champions Field, not an impossible outcome. We have not seen a 1-for-1 series on this stream go to game 5. Wouldn't surprise me if this matchup were to go the distance, though. Honestly, I'd be down for it, too. Just for the, because I know these players like the dramatic. Well, it's whenever they're watching, I know they like the dramatic. They don't like that whenever they're playing, though. But I like it. And I want to see it here as Kyle's got John caught. John just got up in time for that one. And now he'll go for his own dribble. Kyle, great dunk. Not on target. Now he's been bumped. Kyle will be forced back as he's going to take the ball with them. Now he'll give it up. But not so easily. Demoed away. John's got to prioritize getting that ball and keeping it away from his goal. As he'll pinch it now. I don't know what that recovery... That's an interesting recovery. He air-rolled the wrong direction. He'll keep it, though. Kyle, still low. He's pretending as if he has a lot more in the tank, though, and he's done a good job at it. Kyle will respect his positioning and take it to the skies. The bump. Blocked by Kyle. A lot of even gameplay and nothing to show for just yet. John, you better not go for the boost there. Good decision. He would have given up an open net had he gone for the corner boost in that play, as so many players at this rank level would do. As Kyle again with another flick, and again John doing a good job at catching him, and really not giving him a lot of room to even begin these dribbles. There's another one for Kyle. This one he does have space, but again John quickly to get rid of it. Now he's bumped out. Not a lot of boost left for John. He will beat Kyle and get this one away. He's not going to be able to score in this play, though, as he sort of left the ball for Kyle. Instead for boost and a little bit of security. Now he demoed away. Kyle can put a quick rush on him. John will spawn on the opposite side. Front post looking open. He's shot it over the bar. Kyle really picking up the pace this game, and a lot of dribbles, a lot of flicks, and a lot of really good car control. But he still needs a goal. He hasn't been able to hit his on target yet. John will force him out here. Off the corner. Not going for the boost. Will instead avoid the demo as he'll get one past Kyle. Off the back. Kyle whiffed on it. John can score here. 2-1. Kyle with a singular mistake. And at terrible timing, it is in favor of JohnKB. Kyle will head back. Reset. Was hoping John would jump in. He never did. And now Kyle with the play against him. Oh, that's an open net. Pushed too high into the corner. And John will say thank you very much. Oh, I accidentally clicked the... Oh no, I clicked skip replay. Oh great, my overlay's... Oh no, my overlay's broken. I hope it... Oh, whoopsies. Ah, well. It'll at least work well enough at the end of this game. Hopefully, we won't have to reset it if we go to a game 5, we'll have to reset it, but hopefully we won't have to worry too much about that as John, Kyle to clear. Racing back here is John, who's again got the game in his favor. Oh, and he didn't get that easily. Kyle, oh, John missed it! John actually read that where that shot was going too. He had him. He just didn't get the touch when he needed it. Because he had that play. He knew where Kyle was going to shoot that. Because he shot there multiple times already. And now a 1-goal difference here. Kyle looking to make a quick comeback. As a fake kickoff. Will beat John. Oh, but John took the boost. Kyle's not going to be able to keep offense now. As John will force him up in the air. And now he'll force him all the way back to defense. One touch. Up he goes. Will Kyle get back? Yes, he will. Low boost, though. And another touch. Trying to force John to the challenge. He'll do good enough for that and now get boost because of it. John, poor recovery on the sidewall. Means he won't get the shot as he's gone looking for boost. I'm surprised that works so well against Kyle, as now he's been beat. JohnKB with a 2-goal advantage with 32 seconds left. As he'll beat him on the flick. Take the net with him. And unfortunately for Kyle, what he needs now is 2 goals and one every 15 seconds. Well, he might get one here. John's been beat! And he's got it back right off the kickoff. He beat JohnKB, who stopped moving for a moment. Maybe he thought Kyle was going to take the ball with him. Bit of hesitation there. That'll be costly, and Kyle now 1 away from tying the game. He's been batting from behind for almost the majority of it. Here's his chance to finally get one here. His chance looming, taken! A mistake from JohnKB! And really one that he shouldn't ordinarily be making. I don't know why he jumps for it. That ball was in no place good for Kyle. And John gave it to him. 13 seconds now. 1 goal likely to be the one to win it. John will not win the kickoff. And Kyle's going to take it to the air. Flip reset almost certainly coming here, although he will not get a good touch on it. But now he's beat him. John will get back and will send this one away for overtime. 1 goal for JohnKB and he wins this. 1 for Kyle, and we've got game 5. Kyle, kickoff! Takes it! Game 5 guaranteed! Kyle will find a goal, and the goal that matters. 2 goals down with 32 seconds left. No problem. He wins this one by 1 in overtime. And now we've got Game 5 to decide it. Going the distance. Our first 1v1 on stream that does such. And what a 1v1 to do it. If there's any 1v1 I wanted to see it go to distance, it would be this one. Kyle and JohnKB. What a battle. And what an ending this will almost certainly bring. Champions failed. And the winner of this going to 2-1 in the season. And almost certainly guaranteeing themselves a spot in playoffs. JohnKB. Oh, playing patiently. Oh, it's been own goal. Kyle's just shot in his own net. Unfortunately, he was in shambles. I don't blame him for that one. Just smart play from John, who played a low 50. Got a little fortunate there on that play, but he'll take them how they come. He needs any goal he can get. Kyle clearly has been able to pick things up, turn things around in Game 4, pick his shots, and pick his options. And John now, but having to battle a little bit from behind here. A little bit of adversity for him. He will almost get a second one there with that touch, but be forced back eventually here. As Kyle will take him on the challenge. Nothing left, though, and he'll have to give up the play eventually. Almost had a shot at the end of it, though. He probably could have scored in that corner if he just got his angles correct. As another effort. Above the back wall. John will have the boost. Kyle's got to be careful not to get demoed here. And John, wow, prioritizing the corner boost. I'm surprised he doesn't go for the demo on that play on Kyle. He definitely had the option to do so. Even if he doesn't connect it, at least force Kyle back even further. As Kyle Shirley scores this one. I didn't like what I saw from John on offense. He should have gone for the demo. Now on the attack back, Kyle getting a bit of a fortunate touch there. John really couldn't clear it directly on him. And in that position, so often it's kind of tough to make that choice because it's not directly on top of you. But John there could have flipped it over the crossbar. Probably would have been the best option in that play. Especially with, you know, seeing how we couldn't get it to the corner. This should be a goal for Kyle, unless John can get back it. Oh, it's off the post! Oh, Kyle! I mean, he still has this one, so he can still get his goal back. John, a little bit of fortune. He played up a bit too high. Has even more boost now. And a very slow turn. Kyle will take advantage. And John, who left the play wide open. Shot saved away off the kickoff by JohnKB. Now Kyle. Still with it. He's had majority of the ball control in the last basically 1.5 games, and he's using it well. JohnKB can't seem to handle him well. As a very simple chip and shot will fool the defender. Kyle poised to take Game 5 to make his name known. He was able to get Game 1. Since then, it was JohnKB who had full control, but I was doing a good job at keeping it close to himself, as now the dribble kept away by John, and he'll take this one the other way. Oh, he missed it! A very poor touch for John. Now he's got to put a flick on. He missed that too. Well, it probably should have been a goal for John. And Kyle's going to get back to this, and he won't even be punished for it. Now he might even get a goal himself, as that's a good first touch. One more, certainly. John will meet him. He'll get boost too. Kyle, will he get back? He will. As he'll force John to play for it. And now get a little bit of resources. As he'll redeem himself up in the air. He gets him! Beat him on the ball! And a 4-1 lead for Kyle. As John playing very close. Just not enough on it. He wanted to get to the challenge early, not let Kyle have the chance for an air dribble bump or a flip or reset. Or even a double tap, which could have been a possibility in that position. But he wouldn't, and he won't. And now he'll have to play out the kickoff, and it's 4-2. Kyle with a poor choice of challenge. In Game 5, definitely turning into one where John's now going to make the comeback. Half the game still to go. 2 goals separate these players. As John bumped, won't be able to score easily. He will have the shot. Bumped away, it's up the crossbar. And Kyle might just go for it here. John won't get back easily. He won't get back in time. Let's check and see how close did he get. He got close to that one, John. But not close enough, it feels. Nah, just not close enough. And, well, now 3 goals back. As he'll play in the back wall. Not a great, easy play to make, but will be kept high as John will wait under this one. Gonna play it across Kyle. Instead, he's almost giving him an open head here. He's had to use everything just to get to that back in time. As now, from his own back wall. Oh, Kyle just went right at him. Forget about the ball, he's taking the player. He's not even taking a goal here. He decided not to take his chances. He'll play it back and force John to play after him. Well, he's not done a good job at that. John's gonna score here. I'll give away touch for Kyle. And John will happily take it. As a high touch, then to a high follow-up, and then into the back of the net. "90 seconds to go. Kyle keeping a steady lead right now on JohnKB, but anything can change in these final moments. And we saw Kyle with an improbable comeback last game in the final 30 seconds. John can do it too, but he's going to need to do a little better than this. My goodness, Kyle, whenever he has full control on offense, he is lethal to play against. It's that figure 8 rotation that you see so often players do on offense, where you rotate in, then you go to the corner, then you go back and take the shot, then you go to the other corner and you just go back and forth. And eventually you force the defender into a play that they cannot block. That one was a little more simple, he just went for the follow-up immediately. John's gonna get some goals here, and he'll flick it high. He's hit the crossbar. That was a great attempt, but it won't be good enough to beat Kyle. Or the I guess the back wall. As now he's faked out John, who jumped so early, he may not even get back to this in time. He will, and I think he'll take a 4th here. Kyle can't get enough on it. He got a piece of it, but it won't be enough to save the play. And JohnKB, 2 goals away from tying things. 54 seconds left in this game. And Kyle now at this point just playing for time wasting. As he'll play it to himself. John pushed back. Kyle. He beat him. John went for the challenge. He needs to force something, but that won't be it. That one from John, a poor choice of challenges. And he's really against it now. Kyle is only 32 seconds away from coming back. Up by 3. And with JohnKB forced now to play extremely heavy on the commits. He's gotta force Kyle into something. Well, here's his first chance. I think Kyle's expecting a dribble here. John will keep it low. The 50 won't work. He lost control of it eventually. Look at this from Kyle. Playing a very calm game. John will race after it. But time will run out for him, and Kyle will win this one. Our first Game 5 in 1v1s. And it is Kyle who will win this one. He'll go to 2-1 this season. JohnKB, as soon as this ball and this game ends, will end up at 1-2, needing a win to guarantee a spot in the top 8. And in the postseason, Kyle will win this one. And the series will be his. 3-2. And there we go. that'll end our only match tonight. And congrats to Kyle. Well deserved. Well played. He'll win this one, and he'll take down JohnKB with him, so big win for Kyle. AKA Star, whatever you call him. And again, well played. Well, I'll say this, I'm pretty impressed to say the very least. That was fun to watch. But again, congrats to him. Not an easy performance, to say the very least. But that'll be it for us here, as we're gonna end the night right there. There we go. Just have to make sure I message Kyle. Give him a congrats. Thank you all so much for joining the Spoiler stream. We'll go get a raid out to a good friend of ours. But thank you so much for joining the Spoiler stream. Wow, the Ascent Tournament Series stream. I'm very behind. I was on my stream a lot today. But thank you all so much for joining. Have an amazing rest of your night. Congrats to Kyle. Thank you so much for joining to Kyle and Star. And thank you again to our sponsors here, so Access Networks, Solus Path as well. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you all again Sunday when we have another one match on a docket. That will be Leopard versus Roro, so another staff member in the Catalyst Cup playing. But for now, take care. Have a great night.